Just got done watching that second installment of the Killer Mike conversations he's doing with Big Boy right now.
Oh, word.
He's been dropping like one a week.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's crazy. But it's crazy because every time we talk like Atlanta hip hop or hip hop in general, and they start having the Outcast conversation, people just start talking about Stacks, like, and forget that the whole first two albums, who was really carrying, you know what I'm saying, as far as just like concepts and direction and a lot of the hooks too are Big Boy on those first two records. So
yeah, they didn't put some respect on Big Boy's name for sure.
or just really understand and appreciate the benefit of having a crew. You know what I'm saying? Like to be in a group and to be that dynamic, both of y'all got to be prolific. You know what I'm saying? So I just think we do this thing where it's like, the Jordan need Pippen. It's like, yeah, they needed each other, and it was tight. I don't want to really argue about who needed who though, because they won ultimately. You know,
right? It's like the proof is in the pudding. We saw that they needed each other. Why is that a question? Like you just no disrespect, respectfully, you just gossiping.
Right. Like, no, seriously,
for the sake of.
And Killer Mike framed it so perfect. He was like, "Yeah, man, it's like." How easily you kind of are removed from a conversation. He's like, yeah, but that's all by choice too. He's like, I get to be low and I get to ultimately be hella creative too. And so you think about some of the solo records that Big Boy's done, bro. Like some of his solo joints are joints. But he got he got Hiatus Coyote. He'll go do some random stuff and catch a joint overseas. And you'll never know it. That's why he said the pandemic hit. He's like, I could be low to 20, 35 if I wanted to and beyond. But we just kept working because that's what we do. He's like, you don't create, you lose it. But I don't know. That was just a beautiful conversation. I just finished it too.
Yeah, I need to check that out. There's just been so much content out there that I haven't really gotten the time to do. Like I meant, or even listen to. Like I mentioned to you when I hit you up, like I didn't even get a chance to hit up Kev right away. like I was just, I'm swamped with work, school, and this.
Nah, really.
But like, there's a lot out there. Like I just started watching or listening to the Drink Champs interview with Ye. Like maybe
you on part 1 or part 2?
Part 1.
Part 1. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm not even that far in yet.
Yeah, I just started part 2 today.
Yeah,
gotta take it in sections.
Yeah,
honestly, even each part needs to be taken in sections. You can't even
each section in a section.
For real. It's like I was listening to it and I'm like, damn, you really just be going from topic to topic, but he's still hella engaging too.
Right.
Yeah, it's not crazy. He just thinks fast.
Yeah.
You know, man, which is what people call ADD and all that type of shit. But really, I just got a million thoughts and I don't know how to contain them all. You know what I mean?
Right.
But don't undermine me and call me a psychopath because you don't think as fast as me.
Or because you don't understand me.
Yeah.
That's the thing I always try to bring up with Kanye. It's like he may say some wild shit, but it's like it makes sense if you really try to dissect it. Like the way he says it might not be, I guess, the cleanest way, or like the way that most people understand it. But there's something to it if you really if you take the time.
Yeah, it's like, do you want to be liked or be effective? Like that. That's been sticking with me lately.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like people aren't gonna like your process, but I'm not here to be liked. I'm here to get the job done. If you want to be liked, then you go be in a beauty pageant or something. Fake ass nigga.
It's just, I guess it's crazy. It's crazy to watch because that happened in the midst of Will Smith rolling out his book, and he's on a quest to do the opposite. And it's just like, yo, this is many, but you appreciate at the very least the clarity and the framing around what they're saying. You know what I'm saying? Like it's at the very least it's clear. Like you don't, and then after that, what can you really ask for? Like the clarity and like this is what's going on. But I think we're so massaged into getting finessed every day, where somebody keeping it a bean is really like, what's happening? What's happening right now?
You telling me the truth?
You telling me the truth? What is happening right now? Why aren't you finessing me? You know, so it's well, we have this weird relationship with authenticity where we beg for it, and then when you get it, you don't know how to. You have no idea how to interact with it. It's crazy.
Because it's supposed to be them. It's not supposed to be you. Everyone else is supposed to have the problem. So when you meet someone who doesn't have the same problems you got, you're like, this is impossible. How did you fight these demons? I'm still
right.
It has to be you. You're like, no. You don't know what I've been doing. No. My brother, I've been fighting my demons.
Facts.
I'm friends with mine. These is my partners.
Hey, we got a real understanding. I got a respect for them. They got hands too. You know what I'm saying?
What?
Like
yeah, my demons definitely got hands.
That's the misappropriation of the ego death shit though.
Mm-hmm.
Like kill the ego. No, do not. Whatever you do not do that. Go meet them, get acquainted, understand it and what's happening, but don't kill it.
Mm-hmm.
And don't kill him.
Yeah.
Just befriend him.
Yeah.
Because he kept you out of some shit back in that day.
Man, listen.
Man, you know, it's wild. We've been going on for like 10 minutes and we still didn't even intro.
Hey, those are the best shows, man.
Big facts. I was hoping that Eric would pull through before this, but normally we just roll into it. But we got some special guests with us. We got Kevin Allen and Monty Draper.
What up?
Here to talk to, well, at the moment, me and whoever else is watching about Nothing Lasts Forever, as well as just some other stuff. You know, we go all over the place on here. As per usual, I like to start off the Bar for Bar After Dark with I guess a disclaimer. This is generally a more open and I guess uncut version of the podcast. We'd be saying some wild things. Hey, man. I mean, if you want to take it that way, but
Bar for Bar After Dark, huh?
To be fair, the first first episode we went on a very long tangent about OnlyFans, so. Oh
shit! Okay. That's one of the platforms I didn't fully tap into yet because I just felt like, oh, this is 2022.
So you get an OnlyFans?
A lot of new millionaires made in the last 18 months, man.
Big fact. Also, at the beginning of every Bar for After Dark, we start off with what you're drinking. If you're drinking, you don't have to.
Right now, in the moment, this Health Aid kombucha, Pink Lady Apple shit. We're gonna get a sponsor from this soon. You know what I mean? We're drinking this kombucha, keeping it healthy, it's gluten free, so they say.
Hey, kombucha, go though.
Yeah, no, it's fire. It's fire right here.
People always be flaming me for saying I like kombucha.
Nah, this shit fire. This one fire. I don't know about the other shit.
We got to screen grab that. Send it to him.
You're welcome.
I deadass thought you froze for a second too.
That's what I'm saying. I used to pop lock and shit, so I got.
Oh.
You know. Got mad timing.
Monty, you sipping on anything?
No. Other partakage, but you know, it's you know, I'm here.
Has this interview started actually?
Was it?
Have we started the
interview? Kind of.
Yeah.
I mean, it's recording, but
go get right.
Yeah.
I definitely need to go get right. But if I go outside, this Wi-Fi might be spotty, so You know what I mean? I gotta pick my poison.
I'm over here with the num num juice in memory of Daryl. No one
Okay.
gets that reference, but
Num juice.
Num.
we did a breakdown or a reaction, an actual reaction to Schoolboy Q's Num Num Juice video, and he
Mhm.
Oh
was
wow.
just yelling the chorus. So anytime I see it, I think of him.
Num juice.
Daryl had to cat on us today because apparently he had a date, but he didn't want to drop the Addy for us to kind of slide through and be wingmen.
What you mean? Like a day with a young lady?
That's what he said.
Damn.
I mean, I get it. You gotta do what you gotta do.
Tell him he would get a lot further if you made her wait. A lot further. Women like to be told no. Barfa.
Damn. Nah, I got something to do.
Yeah. Well, can you wait? Can you wait an hour? No? Oh, you selfish, ma.
You selfish.
You
Who
selfish,
raised you?
ma.
You selfish, ma. I'm about to go talk about rap shit. You want to go eat.
Then you're gonna expect me to pay for everything too.
Right. No, you ain't that about a bitch.
Oh, this is about to be many.
Barfa.
Just being hella toxic.
Dark.
Right off the top.
Mm-hmm.
I usually save all my toxic clip for the pod in the morning. So
Mm-hmm.
Just roll right into it.
Mm-hmm.
right.
Yeah.
Man. So I mean, I guess I'll get into some kind of preliminary things.
Oh, we're waiting for someone else to log in before we start the shits. Is that what we're doing?
We were, but I mean,
Nah,
he's had a
man.
minute, but it's also like it is what it is.
Right.
He'll fall right into the conversation soon enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be all right.
Right.
Plus, I mean, the beauty of editing, I can just drop stuff whenever it's appropriate.
Just pop right in. Hey, where this thing come from? Okay.
Oh man, so the preliminary shit, Nothing Lasts Forever dropped a couple weeks ago now, like right 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Mm-hmm.
How you been feeling about the response that you guys been getting? Because I mean, I know I love it, but I don't know how everyone else been feeling.
Man,
yeah, go ahead, money, man. Shit.
Bro, when I tell you, I just mainly you asked that. I just told a stranger this yesterday. You can make a million songs, which we have, like at this point for sure. Like if Kev got a million, I got half a mil. You know, like in terms of how like from throwaway beats, stuff you'll never hear. Like the amount of music that gets made is absolutely absurd. But one of the conscious efforts we made was like attention to detail and like really creating experience and like making the music rich. Like it wasn't it's better than anything. It wasn't none of that. It was just like, yo, we want at the very least when people listen to this, go, oh, they care. I remember that being a conversation. And if I'm making that up, bro, please call Cap. But I feel like we talked about that a lot. It was like we just want them to say that they could hear that we cared about the music. And so when people you don't know come up to you and go, bro, it sounds like y'all care about the music. You just start laughing. You're like, wow, that's mainly because we've been conditioned as artists to not value any of our effort. And so you in the spirit of it, you're like, well, man, if Future got 10 mixtapes this year, if Griselda and them about to do 10, well then fuck, that's what I'm about to do too. And not that that's not a form of care or quality control, but that's what they do, and that's why it works. But one thing we've always been synonymous with is layers, depth, and experience. And a lot of our hip hop scene hadn't been encouraged to curate that. And we were encouraging one another to explore that, starting with the Grand National records. And then as we wanted to get into each other, into the solos, we wanted to bring that same energy but just go, yo, this is Kev's record, and people are responding to it like that, where the community feels like this is theirs, and that was the whole point. It was like, we didn't just go in a cave and make this just for us. It was beta tested and all that for us to share collectively in the experience. We wanted to make y'all proud. So it's been that was mad long-winded, bro, but it's been insane. It's been insane.
No,
I'm really just here to co-sign what Monty's saying. I'm not really here to talk hella much. You know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga, like, he media trained. Like, I'm just here to co-sign it because on everything. Like, that's how we feel. Like, we want the best, and not the best. Not competition isn't removed from this project. There is a level of competition, but most of it is internal, just to get better. And we just want to really get better, make good music. It's not to, shit on so-and-so, which, we'll pivot into, I'm sure, at some point, with niggas in these lists and who's the best this and who's the best that and all that silly ass shit.
Right.
But like, niggas know what the fuck going on. So yeah, I agree with Manuel. It's just, it's that time just to care about the music a little bit more. We can give you 100 songs, but can we give you 10 that you'll listen to on repeat?
Mm-hmm.
Facts.
That's the goal. Like Thriller and shit.
That's why them lists don't really move me to keep it a stack, like, because you start looking at the list and then you go, all right, bet I see who people are naming, and then you go, well, let me go check bodies of work. I seen Raj name up there a lot for a reason. You can go to his artist profile and just press play and go, oh yeah, that's probably him. You can go turn on Nothing Lasts. I seen Kev name up there. Hey, go turn on Nothing Lasts Forever, and oh yeah. So when people try to go, oh they peaceful and it's conscious rap, is they Arrested Development. Nah, go turn on Franklin Saint, bro. Ain't nobody rapping like that. Are you kidding me? And there's a single person that can. There's not a single person that can do that. So y'all can talk that soft spiritual shit if you want to, and get your head torn. Get your head torn clean off, and it'll be crazy. So
it's crazy.
I appreciate it though. I really do. Just sitting back and watching it, and then you go, but I know what's being said. And as far as quality is concerned and elevating the scene, like, nobody, come on, bro, stop playing. Stop it.
Yeah, we know we're easily ignored. We know that, because that's what happens when you're peaceful. We know that. We know that that's part of the game, is bragging and being loud and, raising your hand in the room. Like, you know what I mean? That's part of the ego shit that I applaud, but hey, at the same time, don't be stupid.
Right.
Don't be stupid.
It kind of touches on...
And they never are. They never are, too. That's the other part.
You ain't stupid enough to play with me. They're stupid enough to tweet it. Or,
right.
You know what I mean? Act like they don't see me. That's easy. But you're not stupid enough to play with me, for real.
I would say that kind of touches on what LaRussell tweeted out the other day. Like, Bay artists are just... They're not, underappreciated. They're just overlooked. Or somewhere along those lines. But like, it's just because of like this. I guess the way I took it is just the content. Like, there's kind of a sound that's, I guess, expected from the Bay, and if you're not in that lane, you just kind of get passed over.
Yeah,
I used to believe
kinda.
That. Go ahead.
Yeah.
I mean, not as much now, but
I guess I used to believe that, bro. And then we start moving around for real. And then you go to Atlanta a few times, and you realize how many people from the Bay are out there winning, winning for real that are from the Bay. Then maybe that's just Atlanta. Then you go to Houston, same thing. Then you go to LA, same thing. I'm like, okay, this is all right. Then you realize it's an at home thing. Like, home don't fuck with home. So all that overlooked and all that, it don't matter. We got some toxic shit going on here that we got to figure out first. So I'll be damned if I blame it on anybody else and not go, well, what can I do to rectify it. And part of what my contribution was being of service to the overall representation of Bay Area hip hop. So go get with the best niggas and go, hey, bro, what do you need? And be whatever the fuck that is to accomplish it. It's an easy formula, but everybody not built for it because everybody wanted to be them. But if you go look at Atlanta up, because it's a bunch of Atlanta niggas that's putting Atlanta niggas on. It's a very simple formula. So I guess it's just where I hear everybody in the overlooked shit, underrated. Oh, bro, it don't matter. It don't matter at all. It's a silly conversation to have when you can just go do the work.
That's true.
Yeah, and also when you're doing the work, you're in the game. So to complain about anything when you're actually in the game is counterproductive. You know what I'm saying? And this is not to say that Russell, whoever is complaining. This is to say anybody who feels that way about our region and about our music and shit like that. And this is speaking from someone who's seen different levels of what Bay Area music and popularity can do. I'm not speaking like frivolously, like, oh, whatever the fuck, like to undermine anyone's opinions. But I lived it and I saw it, and I'm like, a lot of that shit was on me.
Right.
And how I viewed it and the people that in what context that it was given to me and what I had to learn, how I needed to maneuver through it. And a lot of it was phony. A lot of it just wasn't necessary. You know what I'm saying? So you learn those things and you pivot and you know what I mean? You're like, all right, well, now I know how to do it. Hopefully. You know what I mean?
That's the goal, right?
Building while we fly. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
I mean, that kind of touches. I think when we last spoke, Kev, like you said, there's no rules to this. Like you just kind of
really
gotta go through it.
Really though. Yeah, that's what we've been on, man.
Yeah. And I think like even with was it Grand National as a whole, like you guys really came up during the pandemic and you're flourishing. Like I know y'all mentioned it on Monty's podcast, Meet the Brave, but like it, like when other artists were having troubles, like y'all kept pushing. It's like I guess what I want to go into that is like what do you feel like you did differently, or like did you just keep pushing? Is that all it really was, or was there more to it?
For me personally, it was a lot more to it because I had experience in this like cohort of creatives, and I'm at 510 Media, kind of where I was like being like developed as a thinker. You know what I mean? And when the pandemic, right before the pandemic happened, we were already having talks about making music and just pulling up on each other and building an ecosystem, but it had no name, it had no title, it had no direction. It was just, you dope, I'm dope, I like you, you like my music, let's all kick it. But being around this think tank, if you will, it was kind of saying, hey, I think if we kind of like really band together, this could be something tight. And don't tuck your tail during this pandemic because everyone's going to tuck their tail. Everyone's going to be scared. So my mentor was very like adamant to say, everyone's about to go in the house. This is the perfect time to be a wolf, for lack of a better analogy. Like, this is the perfect time to go and get what's owed to you and not take no for an answer because everyone will be scared. And there's nothing to be afraid of because life is always full of death. Life is always full of things that can kill you. So if you run from COVID, you'll run from anything type attitude. So we literally took that and ran with it. And we built what we built. You know what I mean? Like win, lose, or draw with. It's not perfect by a long shot. And it's not to say that we're not growing and working with each other every day to get better. But as of right now, hey, like we can't be afraid of the COVID monster outside, like, you know what I mean? He out there, but, you know, so
Still gotta do what you gotta do. Can't slow down just for that. There's Eric.
Oh man, where you at, man? Where you at, man? I'm about to go outside and take some medicine if y'all don't mind. My Wi-Fi gets spotty. You know, don't worry about all of that.
I understand completely. There's Joe Budden.
Oh shit! with the sick one.
It's the sick freeze too.
Yeah,
He said something crazy to act. He said something crazy to act in that scene too.
You know,
I used to really love that show, man. I did used to love that show. I ain't gonna lie.
Everyday Struggle was this shit, bro.
Yeah, bro, that was a shit. That was our like the view for men.
Like you.
It was definitely daytime TV.
For real.
That has made it sound like some body wash. Dove for men.
Nah, it definitely was. Watch these niggas yell at each other and gossip and shit all day. This was great TV for men. About rap music.
We smell good too.
About rap. About
rap. The girl walk in like, you wasting your time. Like, shut up. You watch Love and Hip Hop. Like, let me get this. This nigga created Love and Hip Hop. Like,
Shit.
Oh, you gave me PTSD with Love and Hip Hop talk. I used to have to fight with my ex about that.
Man, sorry, man.
Sorry, it's all good, bro.
No, that shit go, man.
Oh yeah, the Safari years is the best years.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Safari's on there wilding.
I'm gonna go. What show was Stevie J on? Was that Love and Hip Hop?
That's just Love and Hip Hop too, probably.
Yeah. I think he was kind of like he ushered in the creep face niggas. He ushered it in.
Them was good times.
Mm-hmm.
Creep Squad.
Mm-hmm.
Well, Eric, why don't you go and introduce yourself? Now you just came in with that Joe Budden.
Oh, he did already.
Yeah, let's say I'm Eric. So, nothing special. I came to talk for y'all got me for 15 minutes.
Damn.
Yeah, damn. These niggas stole my catalytic converter. So, yeah, Prius gang. You know how it is. So.
I know that. I know that life.
Yeah, I mainly came in here to talk about how Kanye is going on Drink Champs and snitching.
Hot take.
Why did he tell everybody about the Reddit page for
God.
OnlyFans? I'm still mad about that.
But I
missed this part of the interview. He did what?
I thought everybody knew that. That's my bad. That's my
see. That's where you messed up. That's where you messed up.
Okay.
Wait. What did he say?
He went on Drink Champs, as you know, a 2-parter,
Mm-hmm.
and on I think it was like part 1 or whatever. He was like, "Yeah, something, but I get my OnlyFans from the Reddit," and I was like, "Why you snitching?"
Oh, he snitched on the game and say just go to the Reddit and get the files.
Yeah. That's where life got me fucked up. Now I gotta delete all my pages.
Damn.
Right. Send them to me real quick. Let me see something.
Oh, gotcha. Link City. It's Link City.
Yeah, okay, cool. You know my DMs. Just send me in the DMs. This is good.
Yes, sir.
Wild.
You actually I think I've met you maybe one time, but it doesn't matter because it was like years ago. But you know my boy Goose.
Yeah, he produced Radio Raheem.
That's my boy.
Yeah, straight up.
You got a
Goose, man.
Wow, we got connections.
He got a joint. He got a joint on there, man.
Yes, he does.
He got a joint on there.
Yeah, that's wild.
That's my boy. Man. That's my boy, man. He been doing work for like as long as I can remember.
That's a long time. Depending on your memory.
As long as you remember.
Yes.
My hair was short, so like.
Shit.
But yeah, my bad. I butted in on probably a conversation. What's up?
I mean,
well,
we was just. It was actually a really serious topic at the moment, but
I came in talk about snitching ass Kanye. My bad.
Oh my god, Eric, I was gonna say something if you was in here earlier because Daryl's not here and he like me and him
man,
now
I love
both
niggas named Daryl.
You love this nigga.
Is it Darrell or is it Daryl? Like, what's the difference?
Daryl.
Is it like
I think with the Y.
Daryl.
Is it Daryl?
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Like, it still might be Darrell. Yeah.
First of all, he's not here because he has a date. But
oh, that's that fake ass nigga with the date. Okay.
Damn.
Wait, time out. Y'all got me still for a few more minutes, so let's talk about this. Like, so wait, he's on a date right now?
That's what he said.
What's her OnlyFans page?
I don't. Because that's the only way he knows how to communicate with people. You think he disputed those charges too?
Easily.
Man, what's wrong with fans? It's crazy.
He should have never told us that.
He shouldn't have.
He should have never told us that. I'm thinking about that too.
We're never gonna let that down, and we're always gonna bring it up. Someone's gonna get in trouble.
My man said, "Nah, dispute all the charges."
Oh wow.
No, but
shit.
I was gonna say because both him and I now drive Mazdas, and I was gonna ask him some dumb shit like, "Hey, you ever listen to Mozzie and the Mozzie?"
Mozzie and the Mozzie.
Wait,
that's
what?
all I got.
When did you have a kid?
Wait, have you ever done what, Namazi?
Dad jokes.
Have you ever listened to Mozzie and the Mozzie?
Oh, listening to Mozzie and the Mozzie. Nah.
Either with the dad.
It was bad.
But
oh man. No,
I
just
Lakers.
had to get that off before I forgot about it.
They playing tonight.
We only got him for 15 minutes. Let's not. You know what,
What other wild shit you got to say, Eric?
That's mainly why I just came in here, just to say what's up. Mainly because I told Sean I'll pull up, and
man, but they got you for your catalytic converter. That's wild.
Dog, I'm sick about that too. Popped out of the gym, and they was just like, "Yeah." So
your car sounds like a lawnmower now.
They didn't even take it. It's still here. It's just sliced.
They tried to take it and they wasn't successful.
That's even more annoying.
Yeah, so now it's dangling. Now I gotta go through insurance. I gotta go get me a rental, all that kind of shit right now. So it's gonna be a great weekend.
At least
Friday. No, I got AAA.
At least you didn't get it stolen twice in the same week. Because that's what happened to me.
Oh, that's why you got a Mazda now. Slapping
no,
Mazda.
that's not why I got a Mazda now.
I see the vision. I see the point. You was doing that.
Oh wow.
Oh man.
Yeah, go ahead with the questions.
Yeah. Well, shit, I don't even remember where we was at.
My bad.
Bonnie was talking about his life and his moms and all kind of real shit. Y'all niggas came in here playing.
That's what I do.
Just derail conversations.
Oh my god.
For a living, the derail.
For a living. Yeah.
Eric Williams stars as the derailer.
Call me the E-railer. That sounds so disgusting. Never mind. Don't call me that.
Yo.
Jeez.
Hey.
I'm good.
Hey, you.
Oh man.
So yeah, nothing lasts forever, man.
Yeah.
That shit is crazy. That shit crazy, man.
Eric, did you get a chance to listen to it?
Yeah, I ain't listened to it. I'm about to say I haven't listened to shit.
Man.
I still haven't even heard. I've heard like the Silk Sonic shit halfway.
How you gonna be on here not even listening to the project?
I know. I know.
We're gonna have to
He kept
reschedule
it-
this one.
He kept it a stack.
Damn.
He kept it a stack.
I mean, he did,
Yeah,
but
Kept it a fat wow.
And
I don't want to lie to
popped in
nobody.
with the catalytic converter. You know what I'm saying?
well, I mean, you can't hear
Okay.
nothing over that, so I don't blame you.
Amy with shit.
Man. So the response was good for the album. Is the general consensus that I heard.
Yeah, I mean, well, nah.
Aside from Eric, it's been crazy. Like you said, it's been on fire. No, it's a good thing.
Yeah,
It's a good thing for people to stop being afraid to say that they like some shit. It's not gonna kill you. It don't kill you to be like, I like that shit. I can tell y'all took y'all time. And I've been getting a lot of high compliments from people that I respect that I actually made the album for.
Right.
So it's hitting the target market of people that is they come from it, and they also know that life doesn't end in the hood. Like, you know what I mean? They just kind of see a bigger picture. They want more for their family and their life and their thought process. And it makes them also want to rap again if they stopped rapping.
Mm-hmm.
That's been another high compliment. Like, damn, this makes me want to get back in the studio. Like, that's a big compliment I received. So
I heard
I think it's reaching the people it's supposed to.
I heard the album made T. Carrier want to delete hella music.
Yeah, no, he said that. He said that when we was talking and shit. Yeah. I don't know if that's cap or not, because, you know what I'm saying? A lot of people be like, man, I want to, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's a high compliment, not cap, but it's a high compliment.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Very high compliment for someone to go, man, that shit made me want to rethink how I approach my music.
Right.
Yeah, that's also the point. And Monty was like, everybody's gonna suffer when we drop this. And I'm like, yeah, as they should.
You about to tour for it? Oh, my bad. Go ahead.
No, man, that's a great question. That is definitely the plan. Like, hit the road and really work it, like, on some not even a throwback. Like, we reference it as a throwback, but it really is the future because everything is so digital. And so, like, you know, you don't have to be hands-on with it. You can VR. The Astro World tragedy gonna have people shook. Like, you're gonna have to reimagine a lot of shit. So really curating safe spaces and experiences is an art in itself. You know what I'm saying? And if you don't have to interact with people, God bless you. So taking the album out on the road is really gonna be the play. And really showcasing the you know the separation, and not in a elitist sort of way, but in the, hey, now we really give a fuck, you know. So.
Yeah, I know it's kind of tough, especially with like COVID going on too. Well, still shit, and them cutting down spaces and everything, especially within different like cities and different even states altogether. So, I mean, shit, it's gonna be a different response if you even go from Oakland to to San Francisco.
But that's the bar right there, because now all, like, where it was starting to not feel regional and shit, where you knew about the kid that was popping in Dallas the same time they did, you know, there wasn't any latency. Now there's a little bit of latency again, where it's like you might not know for real. So you get a real surprise. Like, we're shooting a whole video last night. Secret Sidewalk was performing down the street. Hey, Monty, come do a joint real quick. I was able to pop in, do a joint in front of some brand new people, and then get back to the set. Like, was able to be in two places, but it was it was down the street, and it was people that had never even heard the music before. You know, and able to go grab 4 new fans real quick, and that really want to tap in, that really want to care, that really care about what it is that we're attempting to do. You know what I'm saying? And then there's an audience for it. You know, audience of people that really want to sit with the music, want to live with it, and then experience all the other elements of it too. So.
Evolution of you know, I think COVID kind of taught us the evolution of how to kind of move within creative spaces now. You know, I mean, they had a whole ass Travis Scott concert on Fortnite. So, I mean, there's possibilities come to anything, especially since you guys are even thinking about virtual reality or AR or anything. So, you know, I'm looking forward to once y'all get some like real backing behind that, what the possibilities can be with y'all.
Man, it feels like it's coming soon. Like, and we try internally not to use that phrase. It feels like, but a lot of the conversations just feel like we're getting closer and closer to figuring out what that partnership is that offers the both the support and also the understanding for what it is that we do. Because I think a lot of people stop at the music, but like we're a production company, and we outside of ourselves and for one another, we've now stepped outside and done things for other folks that we can say that we've done. Like that last Dame rollout is Deuce and Danielle's vision, bro. Like that, to see that shit everywhere, to see it on TV was a real flex. You know what I'm saying? So
that was crazy.
Like, hey, like, yo, it's tight. Like we appreciate the love and support for the music, but what we offer outside of that realm, we're thinking long term. We're thinking sustainability. We're trying to scale and put other people on and create an industry, bro. So we're gonna have to talk about a lot more than just the music and the NFT space. The virtual reality space is really offering opportunities like that. And you got to go really source those, those players that really see the vision.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, really?
Yeah, especially with NFTs going the way they are right now. So, I mean, that's the new biggest market right now too. Everybody's like focusing on art, but they forget also there's like music and also like photography that could be added on to it. So,
and exactly.
Mm-hmm. I know my Ethereums.
Hey, you do the science today?
Hell yeah,
my
man.
mathematics.
I'm my mathematics on the coin of the bit. You know what I'm saying? I'm on Coinbase going crazy. On Coinbase going nuts. Like, oh yeah, 100 here, 100 there. It'll blow up eventually.
Come on, come on,
roll the dice.
Come on.
Come on, man. Invest in your cryptos.
Just any random crypto that come up.
Not any random. Like, don't invest in that Shibuya shit. That ain't nothing but Dogecoin 2.0. 2.0.
0.2.
It ain't gonna go nowhere. If it makes $1 though, I'm about to have 100,000. So, but I'm just
You just said don't.
But don't buy it at the same time. I just put $10 on it and said fuck it.
Right.
That's funny.
$10. Like shit.
You got $10?
Hey man, I'm not hungry in these streets. I'm cold, but not hungry.
It's one or the other, I guess.
You know how it is, man.
Shit.
I'm about to be broke though, because I gotta buy a whole new catalytic converter.
Bro, I'm really sorry that happened, bro. That shit's so out of pocket.
It's all good, man.
Hopefully insurance got you though. Because
they might toll out the Prius. We don't even know yet.
Well, they didn't toll out mine, and that had 270,000 miles on it.
I just hit 200.
270. You almost hit 300. What you doing, my boy?
Everywhere it's a Prius.
Clearly,
45 miles per gallon. $20 fill the tank.
I'll be right back. New York real quick. You about to go?
This nigga out of pocket, bro. Where you going,
man? You trying to go overseas with the Prius?
Right. Definitely.
Oh shit! That was
shit
comedy.
Oh
That's
shit!
Funny.
But shit, y'all. Yeah, let me get up out of here, man. You go handle this business.
Yeah, go get that figured out.
Good luck with that, bro.
Hopefully, it's only the deductible. That shit's expensive, bro.
We praying today, y'all. Right before Sunday.
All right.
Praying on
Kanye,
this faithful Saturday.
Kanye, we need
and
that Sunday service prayer.
And Kanye is snitch. Always remember that. Always remember that. Shit. Yeah. All right, y'all. Y'all be smooth.
See you.
All right, bro. Peace, bro.
All right, y'all.
That's wild. Came in, called Kanye a snitch, and dipped.
Wow.
Oh man. Well, getting back to the topic, I guess. When did y'all start recording this? Like, was this right after
I was born?
Damn.
Nah, I had songs already. Monty had songs, or we just we just kind of roughly just started kind of falling into it. Like, hey man, I got a couple songs over here left over from something I was doing 2018, 20, whatever the fuck. He got some beats he's working on. I think I caught a wave at some point, Monty. I'm kind of rushing through this story. You wanna give more context?
Right to the point.
What's the crazy part is recording Grand National Twice on Sunday season 1 was supposed to be the start of this, technically. So we'd be at Slapwagon. Some days we go to Track's house and go in a dojo, and Track would just be cooking stuff. So I hella remember Unwind getting recorded, but it was recorded in a batch of sessions that I wasn't there for. So we would go to Track's on like a Tuesday, and I missed one of the Tuesdays.
Oh, Frank's.
But you got the. That's what it was. We went to Track's in the day, and then Frank's at night.
Yeah,
that batch of beats. Okay, so so it go even back before season 1. Then if the Frank sessions is
this was like 2019. It was like the end of 2019. Me and Frank was locked in for like
that is crazy.
2 years.
I forgot about Frank.
Just watching battle raps.
Damn, that's wild, bro.
Me and Frank. That was really the start of
the Frank. Yeah, Frank house is for sure the start. I forgot about those sessions. Those sessions were epic too, because Kev would be like, pull up. And then you could go there and just see hella homies you hadn't seen in dumbass long, and then being there till like 4 in the morning and completely forget about what you did, and then get a folder one day and then be some shit in there. But Unwind was in one of those folders. The beginning of Unwind was in one of those folders, and that record is the beginning of it all. That song. And then things form, and then I know the Radio Raheem record was early in the process for sure. And then I feel like everything else was informed by just how much time we were spending studying. Like, we went to Portland to work on the Dame shit, and I think we had just been around so much rap music, we just purposely didn't listen to rap. So we, like, the first day, we was riding around listening to the fucking like Funkadelics acapella, bro. Like it was crazy. It was crazy. We would just listen to Maney shit, and Kevin's taking singing lessons and shit too. So it was all kind of informing the process and like how we wanted to go about approaching those records. That was a Maney time. I completely forgot about that, going to Frank house, bro. That shit just blew my mind.
No, for real. I spent so much time in that man's house, in that studio, bro. Like, hey, bro, put another beat. We make 10, 15 beats a night. Like, back to back to back. Your turn, back to back. Yeah, what you got? Let's record. Put a hook on that. Now, that's weak. That's trash. And then come to find out, all of it wasn't trash. We end up saving a lot of that shit and forming it and using what we learned and taking a hook from this idea in that song and putting it with this beat and just crafting shit, just playing, man. Just like not being afraid to experiment, not taking it so serious. You know what I mean? Yeah. It's easy to get locked in to over creating. But we knew we wanted to like cut the fat. So cutting the fat was like a everyday term. Like, is this needed? Does this make me feel away? No. So why are we putting this here?
That makes sense. Because I was even gonna bring up, like, I know y'all really focus on sequencing and like just cohesion on albums, like not having hella just, I guess, filler, if you want to call it that. So like keeping it at what it was 10 tracks, like, seems perfect. And I mean, you even referenced like Microwave Era. Was that kind of what you had in mind when when you made it 10 tracks and that length too?
It's the world that we live in. So it's gonna be in sync because it's not capped. Like that's how I feel. On a grand scheme, like the world is Microwave Era. It's Instagram. Like it's short, it's sweet, it's in a tweet, it's 100 and so odd characters. It's condense everything. So if I'm gonna disrupt somebody's day with my music, like, it's a choice to stop your day and play my shit. There's billions of songs you could choose from. So if you're gonna stop and play this shit and I not say nothing, real to my heart, then it's kind of like, why am I doing this shit? That's just how we feel about music. That's how we sit around and talk about it. And we pay attention to the small details. So, yes, the microwave era hates waiting for commercials because I'm a little bit from a time where you didn't have a choice.
Right.
You had to sit through the fucking commercials. Now you can fast forward that shit. I can binge watch a whole show.
Or
in
half
one
the time
day
they
if I
ain't even
want to.
commercials.
You see what I'm saying? If you pay for their premium shit, you can skip right past that shit. You know what I'm saying? Spotify premium, Pandora, whatever you listening to, Apple, Hulu. So all of that shit is really important to us to say, all right, we know we interrupting your day with this shit. You get 1 billion songs a day. Can I keep it real with you for 36 minutes? Can I make it worth it for you to tell somebody?
Right. And that's, I think, something that people still don't, or people forgot about. Like, word of mouth is huge. Like,
Hey-yo.
like most people aren't gonna. Well,
Dark. It's fucking 7 o'clock. It's 7:15. Daylight
it's dark outside.
Got us thinking it's midnight. Niggas get mad freaky at 7 o'clock.
That's hilarious.
Oh man,
Freaks come out at night. Like,
What?
damn, it's
it's 7.
Relax.
I mean, you can come out, but
yeah, but just remember, it's kids still out here. Calm down.
Like, relax a little bit.
Yeah.
But I know you said like the whole thing was cutting the fat. Is that what happened to Wrong Idea, or was Wrong Idea meant to just kind of be one of those singles?
Ooh, hot take.
Damn, that's crazy.
I like the
Mike.
song too, though. That's the thing. And I mean, at the show, me and Deuce was trying to get the crowd wild too, but
yeah.
But what happened to that?
Tell him, Monty, what happened to that? Sorry,
y'all can't ask me. You can't ask me because I really wanted that. That's like that was one of my favorite days of recording. Was because I don't know if it was intentional. That's as a question for Kev too. For sure, I don't know if it was intentional, but it wasn't. He was hella like cool with whomever playing beats first. Like it wasn't never like pressed. And I know he wanted to because he's hella capable, but it wasn't, everybody fighting to get to the seat first, especially me. Like I just wanted to play shit so bad. And then, but this was the day he was making beats, and that shit was it was crazy to watch because it was just a vibe. It was some drums, and then it was some mania-ass chords, and then next thing you know, the song was done. And I was like, bro, what's happening?
Oh no, we
right
were
now?
sampling freaks of the industry.
Yes.
We were trying to sample freaks of the industry.
This is before Shock died too. Like we was trying to do that way before he passed away.
We was trying to figure it out. And yeah, however we sped it up or slowed it down, it fit to what now is Wrong Idea. It was some other shit at first.
Yeah. That was
took
a crazy
that sample
day.
out and played something else.
Yeah. That was an amazing day. So it was like, so that my affinity for that song is the process of watching it get made, and the whole conversation we were having about Irk versus Kevin, and Irk and Kevin was like, oh, I get it now, because it's like innate. Like he sits down. It's probably gonna be some melody driven pseudo R&B shit. Like it's gonna be a vibe, but the bar is capable too. So that inner battle between the two was like a really dope thing to witness. So it's like and to me, because it is so musical, I feel like it fits. And then Bedrock sent the insane a remix of it, and it was like, damn, did the song get better? Didn't it? That's really what fucked it up. Was like there was a real battle between which version was better. And to this day, I still don't know because I love the original, but Bedrock really did make it a movie, So, but I remember getting Bedrock's version. Yeah, I remember getting his version, wanting to hate on it and couldn't hate. It was like, yeah, this shit might be better, bro. Like,
Well, me and Bedrock have been doing this for years. He's one of the first producers to fuck with me in Richmond. He had the studio in Hilltop, and where he lived actually. And I would go to his crib. I would like skip work and go to his crib and make music and shit. And so hella years later, he's like working with me on my project and kind of sending references and sending instrumentation. Like he played the strings on Franklin Saint. You know what I'm saying? And it was like, for me, it's like working with Pharrell or some shit to me in my world. You know what I mean? Like Bedrock was just one of them people. So him sending a beat and remixing a song and making it better, it was like, this is what I want you to do anyway, like 10 years ago. This is what I was wanting you to do. But it was just the right time. Like this album was just touched by so many people.
Right.
So it's just really important that the crew aspect is highlighted. I know we get on people's nerves with that shit. We talk about the crew all the time, but we really mean that shit.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, I think you even touched on the project. Like, you can't really, like, you can try to do stuff on your own, but like having a whole crew and just people that you fuck with, like, really helps elevate it even further.
Really, really though.
The other thing that you kind of touched on, like with Franklin Saint, a lot of the project has a lot of like actual instrumentation, and I think that's something that y'all have been trying to do with Grand National and previous works as well. But was that something that you had in mind going into everything, like not even just this project, but with Grand National also, like having a live band for it?
Yeah, that was I don't know if it was around a Kevin Allen project. Me and Monty started really like linking up and just supporting each other. I like what he was doing solo on his own, you know what I mean? And just we both were doing live shows, and it just made sense, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
It was just something that I always wanted to do, something that he was currently doing. And I had a different band I was working with, R.P. Kells, and shout out to my homie Dred Scott, and you know what I mean? Like yeah, man. Like I was just around a lot of musicians, and I always had live music in my on my projects, but I wanted to sit down and craft it with the musicians, and more so less than a session player, but you know, kind of direct it a little bit, but also let Monty do what he do. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I could take more of a back seat on things and not need to drive the direction on every single part of the song. Like, you know what I mean? Somebody else got a good idea. Let me have that shit, because we're making better music now. It's together. You know what I mean?
Right. And then, yeah, just another, I guess, kind of related topic. Was this meant to be a continuation of Heroes Eventually Die? Just strictly based off the Aquemini quote?
Yes.
Okay. So the next album's gonna be Aquemini then, right?
No, next album's probably gonna be Until They Close the Curtains. No. You pick up what I'm putting down.
Mm-hmm. Well, going into just the tracks now, we touched on the microwave era already a little bit, but then shit, I already touched on that too. I was gonna say in the back half of Franklin Saint, you mentioned season 1 Pandemic. I'm assuming
God handpicked it.
I'm assuming that was talking about Twice on Sunday.
You know.
That's wild.
Nah, but like that, I like that because like you can kind of just throw that in there, and people who aren't really with it probably don't know what you're talking about, but it still sounds dope.
Mm-hmm. They don't even know.
Like,
I have no idea.
I don't know what that means or why that's important.
It's wild. I
But
mean,
we don't. But again, we don't make it for them. You know what I'm saying? Anytime the bars are so far over your head, you're like, wait, what's going on? And you don't know shit about shit. It's not for you. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, what if they want to try to figure it out? Is it for them then?
Oh, we got the lyrics available on nothinglastforever.com for anyone who is interested in really breaking down lyrics and really like going back to the shit we love, liner notes, and et cetera, et cetera.
Yeah.
Nothing lasts forever, ever, ever, ever.
Kevin's doing all this promo.
Yeah, a bit.
First for a kombucha,
man.
now for himself.
Right. It's not gonna stop. It's not gonna stop.
Man, then just a random thought with Radio Raheem. Like, did you manage to actually get Kels in the studio? Because I just see him all over the place. He needs to be around.
Actually, yes. Actually, yes. We recorded that same day together on the spot.
That's dope.
Yeah.
And then the
mostly
line.
all of it except for maybe Raj, I think. I think Raj was the only person and only element that was not in the same spot, but I also believe he was dealing with a lot of shit. So for him to even do that was amazing. Like, was like, man, thank you. You know what I mean?
And actually came to listen. And he actually came pulled up on us to listen and made other shit too. Like we made there's one with all three, with Kev, Raj, myself, and then I think another like Lucy with Raj and I, or Raj. Like it's a collection of just random shit. Just like we tried, but that was and the funny thing is Raj called that the very first day. He's like, I want this one though. Like, you know, like he wanted that record. So we
it
probably
sounded nothing like how it sounds.
Yeah.
It sounds nothing like this is what y'all are hearing on this project is the remix in the 25th hour. Like,
damn, hey,
change this beat real quick, bro. Like Jane and Raj heard it like maybe a few weeks before it came out when it switched. They were like, wait, what the fuck is this? Like, man, it's the remix, baby.
The remix.
No, don't worry about it. That's just how it is now.
This ain't got nothing to do with you, man. Nah, definitely shout out Raj and Jane.
Yeah,
man. They pulling up, killing shit.
Also on going back to Ray Raheem, the line "You ever seen a phoenix rise?" Was that talking about you or people in general?
Yeah, I was talking about me. I didn't talk about nobody else. I was no, I was just playing. No, I was talking about myself in that line. A lot of the project, I say 80% is talking to myself. That line was talking about me in general. And I hope that people like resonate with it, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it wasn't a metaphor. It wasn't like, I mean, it was, but it wasn't in that sense. It was like, no, this is, you know, a lot of people are like, oh man, what happened? Do you make music anymore? Do you do this? Do you do that? Because you changed your name and people can't find you. And it's like, man, if y'all really fucked with me, you would find me no matter what. And that's the way I used to think about it. Now I'm like, no, I just need to tell you who I am. I need to be in control of the story instead of just letting it kind of happen. You know what I mean? That's not how history is made. Somebody recalled and wrote it down and went through the steps to, you know, write whatever book, the Bible, whatever book it was. So in my world, people reference The Alchemist and all of those kind of books. It's like, that's what we're doing. We're remixing shit. So this is my story. I'm coming back. I'm a different person, a different character. This is the crew that is holding shit down. And we're trying to like be impactful. So this is a phoenix rising to me. This is like, people go, you only get one shot. Like Eminem made a whole, you feel me? Like by telling people you only get a chance to do that shit, don't fuck it up. And it's like, nah, that's not how life works. I can make a mistake and bounce back and lose money, gain money, balance the highs and the lows. I can do all that shit. And it's no sweat. It's no, you know what I mean? You see me working at McDonald's 6 months from now, you might not see me there 6 years from now. I might be a billionaire. You don't get to determine my story in that way because of your references to music and how the shit works. And what you see in the fucking hustle and flow or some shit. That's not how everybody's story works.
I would say even more so for the independent artists. I think I don't remember who I was talking to about it. Like most independent artists and like creatives in general, just this is their passion, but they got to pay the bill somehow. So like just because this is what you see, like they got some other shit going on too. Like even if they dip for a minute, like they're still gonna come back.
Yeah.
Like don't think they're just gone forever.
Right. You gotta learn. You gotta learn how to deal with life and then have something to rap about. Fucking telling me this stupid shit. You know what I mean? I gotta like learn some shit and then have something to say. If I have nothing to say, I'm probably not gonna rap.
Just like Freddie Gibbs saying, God made him so dope, so he had something to rap about.
Basically,
Fred, that was funny.
he be saying anything.
For real.
Fred. Don't fuck with Fred.
So Childish was the first single. And I mean, I think, well, at least what I got from it is it's mostly about relationships and growing up, but is there more to it than that?
No, that's kind of it. I mean, I guess the story is when you entertain and you do shit like that, your girl at the time or whatever can sometimes think, man, you out there running the streets and running crazy. But there's so much work that goes into like doing what artists do, especially when they're serious about it. So you can't negate that she also might have relationships. She also might want to do things that you can't do. You know what I mean? I can't, like we were talking about earlier, like he's on a date right now. You know what I mean? She might not want to always wait for you to do your podcast or this, that, and the third. So she might, while you're out of town, she might try to, do her thing. And you have to be understanding of that. So I'm kind of talking to that space. Like, I understand what you was, but just keep me in a loop of what the fuck is going on. So when I come home, I ain't looking crazy. You ain't looking crazy.
Right. Just have some sort of communication. Some.
Yeah, because I know a lot of people, a lot of people like this city ain't big, you know what I mean? Type shit. So
this town ain't big enough for the both of us.
Right.
And that probably goes right into that skit at the end too then.
You got
exactly. You nailed it.
And then right into Unwind.
Unwind, yeah.
And then we're almost out of this project.
I know.
Don't you love storytelling? Your favorite rapper could never. These niggas on that list could never. Money. Look at me. Where you at right now?
In the
I'm about to pull up on you in 30 minutes anyway. I don't care where you are.
I don't care where you
Damn.
are. I'm gonna smoke a blunt and pull up. That's how I pull up on this thing. I don't care where you at. We working. I'm pulling up right now.
Wait,
they could never. They could never. It's just a level of love and care. It's a level of love and care, and we're telling stories, and specifically Black stories, because we're Black men, and we want everyone to resonate with it if they can. But this is particular, so we're not worried about the fuckery. We're trying to make art. If you don't want to make art, don't even put me in your conversations. We're not talking about the same thing. Right? Yeah. Niggas want to be famous. I don't want to be famous in that way. Right. I've been popular since kindergarten. I don't care about those kind of things anymore. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm. No, I feel it. You want to actually put something of like purpose out there. Like you want to.
Don't we all?
Well, yeah.
Some of them don't. I ain't gonna lie.
I
That shit be
mean,
weird.
yeah, but you can feel it when it's like that, though. Well, most people can.
Yeah, but if they could, they wouldn't put it out there. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it doesn't. It makes it. What's the phrase? It's like if everybody was like this, then it wouldn't be rare. You know what I mean?
That's true. Yeah.
So I don't mind it in that way. Like I kick it to a lot of bullshit music. You know what I'm saying? A lot of shit that's like, I wouldn't play this in front of my kids and no shit like that. But you know what I'm saying? It's slap.
Yeah. No,
It's
I feel the same way. Like I drive my sister to school every morning, and I'm like, all right, well, what's something that I actually want to show her versus some ratchet shit that I'm just gonna be bumping later on in the day.
When she's not around.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's how that shit go, man. That's how it go. Let's take my sister to school and play gospel. Gotta do it.
No, I'll just play some Zach Fox.
There we go. Whoever that is.
No, you just no. Anyways, the rest of the project with Unwind, how'd that conversation with Guabdad go? Like, how'd you get him on there? Because I remember seeing it a little while ago, him saying some wild shit, and you responded to it.
Wait, what?
Because Guabdad said something about like, ain't no one in the Bay like a legend like him, or he's trying to be like that. And then you're like, hey.
Well, wait, it's only funny because his interpretation of it is fucking spot on. Like, hey.
Fucking comedy. Hey. I definitely said that. That's like a person that I've seen around. Like he was in a party scene early on, just in the Bay, and going to the same barber shop and just random shit like that. And so I always see him and like, oh, what's up, Rob? What's up, Rob? And we just had a mutual respect. Like I just respected what he did, he respected what I did, and we just we're both just wild dudes, and he reminds me a lot of my young self, just saying anything on the internet. So like he hit me a while ago and was like, yo, like that shit kind of inspired me. Like you just was a cat. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm like, damn, I didn't think of it that way. So I just think calling him wasn't far-fetched. It was just like, yo, what's up, bro? Pull up. And he pulled up. And he brought his world into the studio. It was the craziest thing. And like, you know what I mean? Like certain people have that thing, and he has that thing that how they talked about Prince and shit. Like you could see somebody's like Guap is a star. Like, you know what I mean? Like hands down, he's just a star. He understands it.
You sure got that vibe to him. I mean, you see him at the red carpet.
Yeah. Yeah, that's really him though.
Yeah.
A lot of people be acting and being weird and shit. That's really how he is.
Yeah.
That's why it resonates and it works too. Like it's not an act, like bro. And bro really
being
is
genuine.
tight though. Yeah, he's genuine and he's tight. Like I think that's the part that really is undersold, is like how dope he really is too. So shout out Guap, man.
I mean, I know you just mentioned how I guess Guap was kind of, I guess, influenced by you to some extent. Do you feel like has anyone else come out and said that they were influenced by you, or do you feel like you've influenced anyone else?
The genre.
Mm-hmm.
The Richmond self-produced rap genre of 2008 to 14 or some shit like that. I think I had something to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
And in general. So yeah, and that's not to say no one else did it before me, or to say no one else hasn't done it better than, you know what I mean, or went further in the art. But I think I ushered in the self-sufficient, like watching Kanye, like, you know what I mean? At that age, I was learning, okay, what do I want to be? Oh, it's possible to do it yourself. Okay, Kanye just, okay, well, let me learn how to make beats then. Or let me learn how to record myself then. And it was just a time where I was a little bit older, so I could buy my own shit. I could buy equipment. I could test it early. You know what I mean? So I was fortunate enough to be one of the first to do it from my city, to have the radio success and all that type of shit and notoriety to make music from that area, especially from that hood. And I think that's as far as I want to go with it. I don't know particular niggas.
Right.
You know what I mean? Some big, some small. Like, I don't know what level of success niggas have had studying what I was doing, but I hope maybe we should do a documentary on it, Monty.
Perhaps.
I mean, y'all be the ones to do it.
That's tight.
So now, I mean, we're near the end. God, we tried. To me, it just kind of felt like a response, I guess, to everything that was going on. Basically, we're doing our best. That sort of vibe.
Yeah, pretty much. Monty, could you explain this record, please? Like, this is the first time that I've seen anything like this in my music career. Just the joy of making a song. So it's important,
right?
But Monty produced the fuck out this.
That one's special because of how it was made. Again, it was a lot of lessons happening. So drums, Kev's practicing drums, the vocal lessons, all this stuff. So they like at the studio just jamming, and I get there, I'm like, wait, why are y'all not recording this? This is crazy, and just hit record, and we caught that loop and set it up and just wanted to tell a story, but I didn't imagine he would find that pocket to rap like that though. Like that's what the crazy part was. And then I want to say, trying to figure out what was happening outside at the time, but the height of the vaccine talk and all the different things that were going, it was just a lot of unidentified tension in the air, but we were actually outside every day. You know what I'm saying? So there's people who aren't in and out all day, but we're out every day. So
they were scared.
We got a real good grasp on what was happening though, So I think for me, God, we try really is, the, hey man, like be mindful of circumstance. Like you can have your opinions, you can have your education, you can have your status, you can have your money and all, but all that shit seemed to go out the window once the pandemic hit. Like we seem to be all at ground zero. So no matter where you are, no matter what you got going on, if that person is trying, bro, like let's have a different conversation. So you just reimagining what right or wrong is. It's a lot of redemption in that song. Running around like a carousel, you're like, wait, what's happening? And he catches this wave, and you're like, yo, this is exactly what we all needed. Like everybody as a community, and for that's what that song represents to me. Is like the people that are really outside doing the work versus the people who are talking Twitter fingers and are activists when it's convenient. You got to really be on the front line for shit. And when you're on the front line, you got a different empathy.
I'm sorry.
Yeah, you got if you really outside, you got a different level of empathy for everyone involved. That will make you a much more sufficient conduit to actually figuring out a solution, as opposed to just fucking complaining all the time. Like let's figure out a solution. And you can't really do that if you're not listening for real. And the best leaders listen. And so that song is the mission statement for the whole thing. Ain't nothing lasts forever. Is like, nah, yeah, we're trying to lead, but we're trying to do it in a completely different way, where it's with a lot of testing and talking to everybody and really getting a grasp on what's missing and what people need, and then providing said service, bro. Like, come on, like just trying to be a service to the community for real.
Yeah, no,
Told you,
it's
man. It was gonna be amazing when he told you about that
yeah.
story.
It's like, damn, what that kind of just explained everything about it. Like, I got nothing, no other questions regarding that track. Damn.
hmm
And then before I forget, because this is something I wanted to ask like earlier on, with the title of the album and just like the whole idea of Nothing Lasts Forever, what was the, I guess, what's the point that you're trying to get across with it? Like, is it just that make something that will actually last, or whatever's going on at the moment, or whatever stuff you're going through will eventually pass, or if it's something else entirely?
Hold on one second.
Mm-hmm.
I think let me know if it's feedback too.
That's good for right now.
We I mean, from the Outcast shit to kind of what I was saying earlier about going outside during the pandemic. Like, if you think that you have the luxury of waking up tomorrow, then you're literally taking life for granted. Like, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
To have another shot, you might not wake up tomorrow. Like, you know what I'm saying? You might not have that. And since it doesn't, let's celebrate it. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So it's like a flip. It's not, let's be upset that is how it is, but that is just how life works. So since that's how life works, then let's be in the moment and make sure we're celebrating the things that give us power, that give us, you know, joy and shit like that. Like, you have to kind of be tapped into to reality. And that's kind of the search, you know what I mean?
Mm. For sure, yeah. Yeah, no, that's something that I just wanted to bring up way earlier, which probably would have made sense at the beginning. But want to get that out before I entirely forgot about it. Now I guess the last official track, excluding the live version of Franklin Saint, we got Glass House, and I might have misheard it on Meet the Brave, but was this the track that y'all trying to get Larry June on?
Yeah.
So it just didn't come through in time, or
Not sure. Just probably miscommunication. Just trying to figure it out. And Monty had this verse.
yeah, it worked out. And Monty, what possessed you to do that voice outside of it? Just wanted to turn into gunplay.
Hey, bro. Hey, if you could literally, that's exactly that conversation. If you could be anybody, who would you be? Like, or just be another person. Like, gunplay. All right. Why? Bro, cartoon and cereal is like one of my favorite rap moments in history. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
But it's not. I don't know. We talk about that verse all the time, but it's the side by side comparison. Like, Kendrick is probably the best technical rapper ever, but on that track in particular, gunplay is possessed.
Yeah,
and you can hear that shit. You can feel it. Like, he going through it. Whatever he talking about, he living it right in that moment.
Right
bro.
now.
And
And to turn it into art.
right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Nah. So you see, so that's kind of the point. You see how you asked him a question about this, but we're speaking about gunplay and what his process might be. Like, that's what I'm saying. It has nothing to do with us. Like, we're trying to channel the shit that we love. So his verses sound like that because he enjoys the music that fucking much. It's not about him being the greatest rapper. It's him saying, I'm inspired by the greatest rappers. And now I'm probably gonna be one of the greatest rappers. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's the whole point of influences, right?
Yep.
Aside from that, what did y'all want to do with that track in particular? Like why did you choose that as a closer, or, well, technically the closer and like the whole topic regarding it?
Because of what Monty was saying earlier about people kind of getting it confused, thinking that we on some Arrested Development shit or something, Mr. Wendell, which is cool, you know what I mean? And I don't disagree.
Right.
And there is a level of consciousness to our music, but we also are competitors and we grown men and we like the rap is a contact sport to me. So if we gonna talk, let's talk. Let's rap. Let's fuck around. You know what I mean? So that was that track. That's what it felt like to me.
Right. Absolutely.
And
when you
my bad, bro.
Say it again. No, say it again.
And just being honest, just being real.
Right. No, that's all. It was like we knew how it would we knew how it was testing. People were calling it sophisticated, rich, grown man rap, all of that. Like they were saying all of those were like all the things we wanted them to feel. But then because we're a crew, because we're family focused, we're community forward, we're about the youth and keeping it safe. Like people get that misconstrued all the time, and it's an eternal battle that you shouldn't have to deal with because manhood is protecting your community. So yeah, that's exactly what it feels like. What are you talking about? But so you've gone through this experience on your way out, so you don't get it fucked up. This is what it is for real too. Also, and to bro's point, like being able to be honest too is like the ultimate flex as well too.
Because you can get weighed down, or you can hear Franklin Saint and go, "This is a 1970s album."
Right.
But the album does not sound like Franklin Saint. And then,
right.
Then you can hear Unwind and go, "This is for the ladies," and then the rest of the album is not for the ladies. You can kind of weighed down by the high moments of the project. That's kind of the point, because we wanted it all to feel like moments throughout the project. But to end it with house is to say, this is the period at the end of everything. Yada, yada, yada. But don't play with me. What list are we talking about? They could never.
No, dead ass though. Like, I mean, you get that every so often, like where the last track is like, "This is my statement," but like, very rarely is it like that to the point. I guess.
New dimension.
New dimension. Hey, did you hear D say that to me at one point in the night last night?
Party. It was the video.
She fully caught me off guard, bro. I couldn't help but laugh. That shit was hella funny.
It is new dimensions, bro.
No, for real. For real. New dimension is hella funny.
Somewhere, somehow, we don't do a lyric breakdown of that verse.
No, for real. For real.
That's really a monumental verse. That's how you rap. From now on, that's how you drive.
That's how you drive.
Little Bad Boys 2 reference if you don't.
And then the last track technically is the live version of Franklin Saint, and
a movie. It's a movie.
Yeah, I was gonna say, like, is there any reason that you chose to include it other than it just being dope and sounding like it just sounds perfect live?
Money.
That's why. That reason you just said it sounds perfect live. Like the Bedrock really is like the bruh. Like we sent him the digital version and he immediately sent back those strings and was like, bro, how did you know? Like the reason the sample is because of the strings. Like everything else in there is tight, but it's really those strings. But in the sample, because of how it's recorded, they're buried. So Bedrock went and added and enhanced them and made it a whole experience in the digital version. So now we got to figure out how to bring those forward. But in the process, we just had the one celloist. Like that's just Byron holding down that string section back there. Like and then the horns came to assist, and then Kate, such a brilliant fucking like vocal arranger, the vocals are doing the same thing, the choir are doing the same thing the strings would have been doing, you know. So and then Rocky, another horn player, we played it at August Hall. We were opening up for Erica Badu the weekend of the Her Festival, and we played that version in the sound check. You should have seen everybody in the room just stop, bro. It was crazy. It was crazy. That was so wild.
Wow. That was madness. Sounds like fun to make your music, man.
That's it.
We just fans are real.
That's it.
I think that's what's dope too. Like since you're so like, I guess, ingrained with using live instruments, like whenever you do perform these tracks live, they just sound just as good, if not better, than like the official version, I guess.
You know, we just make it work, man.
Right.
Trying to make it work.
Right.
Yeah. So that wraps up the album. Is there any other, I guess, major topics that you wanted to touch on regarding that I just completely glossed over?
No, I don't think so. Nothing that you glossed over, man. I appreciate your attention to detail, man.
Right.
Thank you.
Taking them out. There's like I said earlier, man, there's a lot of music out there. So appreciate your time and effort and appreciation of just tapping in with us and getting the real story about this. We was gonna talk about it anyway, but amongst our, so now we got a new friend. Welcome.
Oh, thanks. No, like that was my whole thing too. Like because I like I mentioned to Monty, like I just been busy, so I didn't have the whole, like I could have bust out a review in a week, but it's like no, I wanted to sit with this. I wanted to actually like really build it up, and then getting to have you guys on here to kind of expound on everything too, just really helped elevate it that much more.
Definitely.
Yeah,
man.
But yeah, like I look forward to seeing this performed live. Just let me know in advance so I can request a day off.
Got you, bro.
Because work be tight on that. They can't.
Yeah, they like, what, you want to go to a rap show?
Nah, for real. Especially when I'm the only one who can run most of the shit.
Yeah,
it's called leverage.
Like, damn. I guess I'm gonna just call out then.
But don't fuck up the bread.
Never.
Yeah.
We'll get you a live link or something like that, or we'll go live.
Hey, we have the speaker on on our shift anyway, so might as well.
Bet. You good then?
Yeah.
Plug you right in. VRU.
Shit.
Fuck the money, yeah.
like, hey Sean, why did we finish the order today? Nah, don't worry about it. There's some other shit going on. The order will get done.
Bros, let me jump off, get out this space. Freezing out here.
Nah, I was about to wrap up now anyway. So
all right, for sure, y'all be smooth.
Yeah, no, thank y'all for joining me. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to talk about the project.
Yes, sir.
But yeah, that was Nothing Lasts Forever, Bar for After Dark. Maya Draper, Kevin Allen. Go check out the album and follow everyone. Do it. Like, I mean, most of my subscribers probably already know about Grand National, and they're probably tired of me talking about it at this point.
You've been showing love from the jump, man. We appreciate you, bro.
I try.
God, we try.
Take care, you guys.
All right.
See you.